In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast.
And then Murph also came, and that was nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do all that at the golf tournament?
Yes.
Fucking A.
Yeah, and that's our new barbecue sauce flavor.
Right after, right after I put my meat in his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like how the turntables turn.
That's a hole in one.
Just kidding. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Freedom Friends podcast, brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use the code FTFO. Screw yourself that sweet 15% off. Wellness.us for your CBD treats and needs. Use that code Freedom Friends 25. It'll get you a quarter off your order. And of course, Icy Tech coolers for those who get it. Go to icytech.com. Use that code Freedom Friends 10 and get 10% off. And check out our affiliate link with Grill Your Ass Off. GrillYourAssOff.com/Freedom Friends podcast. Speaking of which, we got Mr. Murph himself. We got Jason Murph of Grill Your Ass Off, the proprietor and owner here in studio. How are you, buddy?
I'm wonderful. And yourself?
Good. Welcome to the shit show, as always. Welcome back to the shit show.
Thanks for having me back. This is way better than golf.
This is what, your 3rd time on the show now?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
No longer a rookie.
He brought food.
Yeah. Dude, it's the best. But I'm Mikey. That's Scott. John's over here. Jazz is kind of here. Not 100%. Physically, he's here. No. Yeah. I don't think he's 100% physically or mentally here.
He's part-time today.
Yeah. He's part-time. Yeah. He's National Guarding it up.
Awesome. Yeah? You like that? Oh, yeah.
Which one's that?
I've never had one like that.
These are all like technically on the website, but not released yet.
Oh.
So
okay.
we got 6 new flavors of
Dude,
jerky
let's
for you
just
guys to
open
try.
one, pass it around.
Yeah.
What's this?
That's the shit.
Tropical Cayenne.
It tastes like a.
That's a Cheyenne.
Tropical Cheyenne.
Mhm.
It tastes like
Yeah.
like a tropical drink that's spicy. Like
Okay.
it literally
I wanted it to
Like
be
a
hot, but not like
a spicy Bahama Mama, if you will.
too hot.
With meat.
It's meat
It's like our sweet and spicy, but spicier.
and more chopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
dude, that's really good.
Thank you.
It's like, yeah, that's a fine piece of meat
Yeah.
for my mouth, sir.
It's like that one night I ate all the pineapples and jalapenos in the game.
That was nice.
Mhm.
That's
That
like
was nice.
it's
Until
like
it got in my eye.
Yeah.
Not cool, dude.
Never.
it's like a Bahama Mama with like the spicy Bloody Mary on the rim.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that.
This is the favorite start of any podcast ever. Just 4 dudes
I
with
don't know.
my meat in their mouth.
mouth.
Yeah, it's gonna be real fun. I'm sure.
Tear towards the zipper. You're going away. Marine proof.
Yep.
Wait, what?
We could
Wherever you're
just
tearing the
open it,
tab,
bro.
tear it towards the zipper. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Brute force.
It'll still open it.
Yeah.
So that was
That's solid, man.
that is solid. That's a good one.
This is the one I've really been excited about.
Butter garlic.
Butter garlic.
Oh
When you
shit.
told
So-
me about butter garlic, I was
The one we just had was
super interested.
a tropical
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne. Cayenne or Cheyenne?
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
That is Cheyenne in all 50 states.
Correct.
Okay.
Especially,
Well, we're in Texas,
especially
so
the
it's different.
50th one.
No, that one's on fire.
Is that one on fire?
Maple brown sugar, Cajun, smoky chipotle.
Well, we'll give
Mesquite.
we'll pass it around. We'll give our tasting
And
notes
butter
as we go
garlic.
here.
I was just going over all of them.
Yeah.
I fuck with some butter garlic.
It's a subtle. It's not a bold like fuck you, but you
I
let it
fuck
sit
with
there and melt in your mouth.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Since we all suck Jason's dick, anyways, and we're going to sit here and say that they're all good, there is a pack on your website,
Yeah.
right? That's got like all 6 of these, like
Yeah,
in
the
one
new ones.
fucking box.
The revolutionary pack.
There you go.
You know what?
It's not
I
that
like-
I don't love you, buddy. That's as excited as I'm getting today.
No,
I like
you're good.
I like almost all your shit, but I won't blow smoke up your ass. You do make one product that I don't like.
What's that?
It is the fajita seasoning.
Yeah, pop smoke.
Yep, not a fan.
What have you had it on?
Well, I tried to make tacos and fajitas with it.
What was your critiques? I'm totally open to feedback on
No,
this.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like you're my friend, and I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I love your shit. But that is like the only one that I don't know. It could just be my autism. Who knows? Because it's not the same color as regular.
It's a little on the salty side.
Yep.
But I learned if you use like the cheap store bought fajita mix, and then you put about 50% more of the pop smoke in it, right? That is perfect.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason why it is on the saltier side is we have the citric acid and then the lemon powder inside of there to help break down the muscle fibers whenever you're letting the fajitas marinate. So the counter with that is whenever you do like ground meat or anything like that, it will be too salty if you put it on like a normal like taco pack where you just fucking dump in a pound of seasoning.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So, and that's the hardest thing is like teaching the customer education that because like all that anyone has ever known their whole entire life is just, rip open a packet, dump a pound of seasoning on a pound of ground beef and that's tacos.
Yeah.
Like, no.
White people taco.
Yeah.
Night.
See, this is good. This is good. Because,
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. No, this is
So
good.
I got a 5-pound bag of it at my house, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to use this on. Now I know I'm going to marinate the fuck out of everything.
Make French fries.
Really?
French fries. Don't put salt on them. Put pop smoke on them.
Yeah.
It'll
Okay.
change your fucking life.
Okay.
Okay. I fuck with that.
Sean Matson actually introduced me to that. We were at the Redskins Stadium or whatever the politically correct name they are now. And he just like walked over with this tray of French fries and he was like, I'm about to change your life. And I tried it. I was like, holy fuck, what is that? And he was like, pop smoke. And I was like, oh God.
I'm going to have to try that.
Okay.
So good.
The
Okay.
marinade. I never thought about using it in a marinade.
Yeah.
Bring it to the-
Yeah, me neither.
Bring it to the camp.
I'm going to. Now I'm like, I have so many things I'm going to like marinate for like a couple days now.
Yeah, like we have a marinade recipe on the website. I'll have to show it to you because I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's like mixing that with soy sauce and a couple other things like that. You can make some killer tacos.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I have my favorites that you make, and which we've talked about, like your like Claymore.
You can't go wrong.
Dude, that fucking infidel.
It's powdered fucking hot sauce, and it's so good. Like, I
that
fucking
shit right there.
love that. And this is my other favorite, the Hellfire Honey habanero barbecue sauce. Is
Which I was proud to be a finger squirter in y'all's list.
yes, yes, yeah.
What seasoning do you guys think you use the most?
Probably Madus.
Yeah.
Probably the steak seasoning.
It depends.
I literally use that on everything.
It depends because I run out of what I use the most and then I forget to order it. And I probably use that the least because I use it right away. And
Then it's gone.
You run out.
So I got 5-pound bags for everything.
Yeah.
And then I base it on which 5-pound bag I run out first.
There you go.
100% hands down infidel pork rub, but it's because I fucking I cook so much goddamn bacon.
Yeah.
And I
Well, you
put
put
it
it on your just regular bacon.
I'll put it on bacon
Yeah.
when I make breakfast.
I started
Fucking-
doing that, and it's your fault.
It's a game changer. Because when you go
So
back to
good.
regular bacon, you're like,
Yeah, you're just like, eh.
I use the shit out of the salt and pepper now, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, standard issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. And Crispies. I like that
Yeah,
mango
yeah.
habanero
Oh,
too. I like, but I pretty much use a little bit of that with everything else every time to like kick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Kick
Yeah,
it up
it's a
notch,
good
right?
add-on.
Yeah. I don't think I've made anything specifically just with that, but it's been an amazing
I do
additional
eggs. Every
thing.
morning I do eggs with
Oh
mango
yeah,
habanero.
I have used eggs on.
It is really good to
Eggs.
do just ribs with Crispies, and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I know you had said it, mixing the infidel and Madus together. Not a lot of people think about that, but it's
Yes.
fucking good.
Big fan. That's my pork belly burn ends. Is Madus and Infidel, and a tidbit of Crispies as well.
Yeah, and
know?
that's what we were talking for anyone listening. Like, instead of doing pork belly burnt ends, go to a butcher and then get you a slab of pork belly that's already been cured for bacon. It's just not sliced yet, and utilize that, and it's totally different.
So I'm gonna
So good.
talk jazz into doing some of Letitia, and then I'm gonna use that to make the burn ends with.
I could do it.
Yeah, because he cures his own bacon, and it's fucking phenomenal.
But I do it from like raw pork belly forward. Like
Yeah.
do the 7-day cure. Oh, man.
Yeah. So
I got to replace my smoker though.
oh, that's right.
My smoker died.
Yeah. Dude, I took his advice on that too. That's why I have a
called
pit
him a while
boss.
back. It was like, I think it's on the way out. And if it does die,
'Cause you
what
had a-
should I look at?
You had a Green Mountain, right?
No, I had a Rectech.
Yeah.
Rectech.
You can just order the guts, though. If you call them.
No,
you can
I
get
also
aftermarket
it's
shit.
it's too small. Like
Oh,
I was running into. It was Caitlin's dad's, and when he passed, we got it, and he was just playing with it. But then when you want to like, I want to make 40 pounds of bacon. And then you look at like these smokers where the footprint's like that. And it's like, I'm not getting 40 pounds of bacon in this motherfucker.
No.
Like it's.
I must have lucked out with my Traeger because I've never had an issue with it. And I've abused that fucking thing.
Yeah. This one, the brain stopped turning on. Like like you go and you hit and it just won't turn on. So it wasn't like it doesn't like the screw wasn't turning or anything like that. It just won't turn on anymore. And I'm like, that guy officially just fucking cooked this thing.
No.
Yeah, you can replace the guts on it, but I mean, at the same time, a lot of these things, like the cost of the guts is the cost of a whole entire brand new one.
The other thing too was like, because it was the older one, like it won't hook up to my Wi-Fi because it's too close to my house.
It's all right. Half the triggers don't still hook up to Wi-Fi, but that's
I've heard
that's
that
what
too.
I said. I think I got the one. That,
Yeah.
It was made on like a Wednesday at like 11 a.m.
Well, I remember when I was
the dude
looking
was
to
in
buy
like a super good mood.
well, when I was buying a pellet smoker, I called Murph and I was like, "Hey, buddy, you're an expert. Like, which Traeger should I get or whatever?" I think I called you looking for a discount code or some shit.
Yeah.
and you were like, "Don't, just don't." You were
I
like,
didn't even say which Traeger. I literally just said like, if this dies, what pellet smoker do we need to go look at? And for all of you out there, you'll be like, you shouldn't be pellet, you're just hardwood. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that
get
shit.
fucked. I like my easy bake oven. Go fuck yourself.
Fucking, I like it. It does exactly what I need it to do. And
Right?
I'm not like in
Show
some
me where the
competition.
internet hurt you.
Right?
I don't care. I get it. You guys make fucking award-winning brisket and shit. I'm not trying for that. I just.
I want to. If I want to fucking.
And he
throw
literally told me what
microwave
brand and
pizza
where
in
to go
that
buy
bitch.
it, because then if I bought it from there and it breaks, I can just take it back to the motherfuckers and be like, "Hey, this fucking broke."
So let's talk about award-winning barbecue for a second.
Oh.
Okay. Because it's like anything else in the world when it comes down to like a rating or something like that.
It's political, huh?
No, that might be the case also, but you're not cooking a brisket or a steak or piece of chicken or whatever for a competition like you'd cook for the masses.
Right.
You're like Black's Barbecue isn't cooking whatever they used to cook for competition shit for all of their daily customers that come in.
100%.
Like
Right.
Franklin Barbecue isn't like he does his shit for the customers, and then if he gets entered into something or if he's putting on a clinic, that's his shit.
It's totally like it's a different ballgame when they're doing the competition shit. So when everyone's like, "Oh, so and so, he needs competition barbecue, blah, 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 and he's going to make dinner," and I'm like, "Cool," you know, like
We just did it at an event at my place. We brought in a competition barbecue team, and they're like, "What do you want us to make?" And I was like, "Food that's edible." I was like, "Don't."
God, just good shit.
And they did. They showed up and they were selling fucking $10 barbecue plates, and it was killer.
Yeah.
Like they made it on their. They spent the 48 hours like making it all on their big, huge smoker and
Yeah.
shit like that. But they needed to feed like 150 fucking people.
Mark,
in
you
my
ever
joint.
done competitions?
Not a direct like brisket, chicken, rib style competition. I've done like all open, open competition. So it's pretty much like free range. And I've done it to where it's like you have two different categories to where you do people's choice. So anyone who shows up at the event, they pay like $20 to get in. And then, if there's 20, 30 teams, they get a plate from 20, 30 teams.
Yeah.
And that's people's choice. And then you also turn in a plate. Cool thing with this one is we had to do a appetizer, a main course, a side, and a dessert all cooked on the same grill.
So I appreciate that.
So like you actually had to put effort. You had to plate it. You had to make it look good. So there's a lot of strategy
Well, then
and
there's
gameplay
timing
to go in.
involved too, right?
Oh, 100%. Because it starts at like 7 in the morning and then turn-ins are at like 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Well,
You
I'll
got
tell you what,
timing, you got your
let's get into
temps.
barbecue competitions. How many retailers currently carry Grill Your Ass Off?
We're just over 1,200.
Awesome.
Okay, so for all of you barbecue teams out there, if you could come and show me 1,200 outlets that think your shit's good enough that they carry it for you, I'm going to go with Murph is kind of crushing the game.
To include Walmart.com, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not my favorite one to work with, but we work with them.
That's because
But,
your name's offensive.
So
Yeah.
you can try to fucking go toe to toe or whatever, but when my boy's got, not including his site that you can just order the shit from, but 1,200 other retailers that are like,
right.
that's good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things too. Like a lot of people like turn to us. They're like, "Oh yeah, you should get more competition teams to have use your stuff and everything like that." It's like, no, everybody thinks their shit doesn't stink. Like That's not our game. Our game is to like go to the actual like person who's cooking in their backyard. They're cooking with their bros,
Right.
and they want to elevate their experience. They want to have a good time, bring more people together, eat, and all that kind of stuff. And then if they have to, they can fucking pull it out and win a competition with it. Because
you make it for guys like
done
me.
that a few
that, like,
times.
a lot of us are busy as fuck, but I don't want my food to suck.
My
And it's like I can just go like,
and that's
I don't
really
even think
what
about it.
is.
I can pull it out. I can just dust my shit, stick it on my pellet smoker, tell my app what the fuck I want it to do, and then walk away, and it tastes good. Like
my
that's all I need.
favorite
to do.
thing about the grill your ass off seasonings is, for one, when I needed advice on what seasoning to use and what meat to use and how to cook it or what marinade or whatever, and I reached out, I got an answer.
Yeah.
And this was before we knew it.
Yeah.
Like this was back when you just ordered the shit.
I was just like, I got a smoker and I'm like, well, let's try this shit out. I heard this seasoning.
I remember
good.
when you ordered that kit and we stuck it on the end of the fucking
And it
bar
sat there
on the
forever,
old show,
yeah.
and it just sat there because we were just trying to get Murph's attention.
But the other part of it is when I cook something with the seasoning and I have people over and they eat it and they're like, what the fuck? And like,
yeah,
I mean, it's, I use a Traeger, so it's not like I have like crazy tricks on barbecue secrets or anything like that. Like I season this bitch and I put it on the fucking grill and I cook it to temp, But the flavor,
That's 90% of the fucking battle, though.
Yeah,
it
that
is.
people fuck up.
It is.
Yeah.
But when I
I've
tell
been there.
people,
I've
they're
fucked that
like,
up
"What'd
before."
you season
I
this
can
with?"
get it to temp, and half the time you fuckers can.
When I
microwave, motherfucker.
when I season it, people are like, "What'd you use?" And then I tell them, and then like within a month, I get a text, and it's like, "Dude, this stuff is amazing."
Yeah. Every
Like,
time.
That is the best part.
Every time that I've given that I've dropped your company's like info and been like, no, you got to check out these guys, check out these seasonings, use this, da da da. Every single time I've pitched it to somebody, you're right. About a month later, they hit me up and they're like, "Bro,
"Fucking
change
A."
the game." And I'm like, "Told you, man. Like, shit's fucking quality, man. It's good."
Well, that comes
You know?
back down to, business. Like you could have great marketing, but a shit product, you're going to fucking sell some, but you're not going to last a long time. You could have, an amazing product and half-ass advertising, you're going to last forever because as soon as word of mouth gets out there, it's going to be great. So and that's one of the biggest
That's
things we
why
do
you
with our
still have
sample
James.
packs. James, he's an unnecessary thing that comes along with all of it. But
By the way, you can get a hold of James at grillyourassoff.com.
yes, please
Send him lots of pictures.
You can send him all of your meat rubbing requests.
oh my god, I got a James story that I'll let off on here. That's pretty good. It's fucking great. But like, it's the same thing with y'all cigars. Like we do it with our sample packs, to where it's like I'm not afraid to give away, samples of our product for free and put it in someone's hand because we're going to let the product do the talking. Like,
and being in the veteran space, as well as we know with Warfighter, that if you put out a shitty product, your own people are going to destroy you.
They will eat you alive, bro.
Yeah.
they're the first ones to fuck you up.
Even if you have a good product, they still try to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so you have to have a good product in this space.
So we tried the maple brown sugar.
That was really good. It's
That was
sweet.
like candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's a smoky chipotle.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Oh, I like that one.
That one's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's not tacky. It's more of a drier jerky. It's not too terribly dry. So
That's
Yep.
really good.
That's the tits, man. That actually might be my favorite I've had so far.
I'll bet the listeners really appreciate all of us chewing right now.
Wait till we start eating these chips with the salsa.
can y'all pull out just like the
No.
chewing audio from it
I
and
don't
just
know how to
put
do
like
that.
a 30-minute audio file of y'all chewing the beef jerky?
Maybe. You lost me at pull out.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My couch don't even pull out, dog.
No, fun fact. So y'all are talking about competitions, and this is one of the things why I don't believe in a lot of barbecue competitions. Is James and myself are at a barbecue competition, on the north side of Houston. I don't remember what this one was called, and we had a vendor booth set up there, doing great all day, having a great time. Somebody comes over from the actual competition. They're like, "Hey, we need some judges," and I turn around. I already know what's going on. I've been in this space for a while. I'm like, James saw you. And he's like, "Oh, bro, they're doing the fucking brisket competition. I get to judge. You don't want to go eat a whole bunch of brisket?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. Go grab it. I'll get the booth."
Okay.
So he gets all excited, goes down there, and then comes back about 45 minutes later. And he's like, "Yeah, I understand why you didn't want to go. It's all fucking dried out, nasty brisket that's been sitting in a turn-in box and no one likes it."
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And like, you have a couple, pieces that are decent and stuff like that. But if you stop and like, take out the fact that James works for Grill Your Ass Off.
Yeah.
How much actual brisket experience and knowledge does he have to be able to judge a competition?
whatever he's eating.
If you want to know how much experience he has, you can go to onlyfans.com/meatrubber.
and I love James to death, but the answer is like 0.
Yeah.
Right. So, and that's what happens unless if you're at these big time competitions, which normally you have to fucking work your way into or pay a lot of money to get to. You just have run of the mill people judging you that have no idea. And you could have glazed it with honey habanero barbecue sauce by Grill Your Ass Off. And they're like, oh, wow, it tastes fucking great. Whenever like it shouldn't have even had that on there.
Yeah.
It only tastes that way because of the sauce.
So when I did it, like, so I was a judge for the junior national barbecue comp out of Cuero, Texas, or Gonzales, Texas, right? And I was one of the pork chop judges for the kids.
So
right,
weird flex.
I know
it's a very weird flex. I will tell you,
did you have a buckle?
It's some of the best fucking pork chops I've ever eaten in my life, and these are all kids under 15.
Did you get a buckle from it?
I did not. The winner probably did. But yeah, I got to be a judge, and you're right. They gave us like parameters though beforehand. They were like, "Look, there can't be a sauce or a glaze. It has to have this kind of char marks on it." Like there was very, very distinct parameters when it came to judging this particular cut of meat, right? And each cut of meat, each category had its own parameters, right? And if they don't lay that out, you're right. It's real easy to fuck it up, right? It's real easy to kind of sway it one way or another, right?
Yeah, and that's something like, I can respect them not really laying out parameters of it, but at the same time, like, have more credible judges.
Yeah,
that's going to mean something, That's just. That's why they had me doing the little kids, I'm sure. Yeah.
Because it's not like I'm a credible judge. It's just,
sounded bad so too. For instance, just like
a guy who likes pork chops.
The SCA, the Steak Cook-Off Association, great guys that run the whole entire thing. But one of the things that they teach all the judges, because they actually do a judges class the night before. They sit everyone down. They actually cook steaks for them by the people who run the association. And we actually did it whenever I did the whole entire judging course and everything like that. They had like me cook a steak versus those two guys cooking steaks. And that's how they did the judging course, is like my steak versus theirs. Okay. And we had a great time doing it. But part of the requirements are you have to have those specific 45-degree grill marks on your steak. Yeah. Well, if you stop and think about it, a grill mark is just literally a burnt piece of meat. It's burning to put that mark in. So that's literally, in my opinion, a lot of other people's opinion, that's compromising your flavor of your steak because you're burning part of it now.
Right.
Well, but it has to. If you don't have grill marks, you're fucked.
Grill marks, bud.
It's an instant 0, and you're out. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's why I flipped twice. Grill marks.
It's overhand.
So Mikey would do good in that competition.
Probably.
I'm against it, but
I can make a good steak.
I don't get
weirdly enough.
See, do you flip twice or do you turn 90 degrees?
Both.
Oh, that's overhand.
It's definitely overhand.
That's too much.
And then I reverse sear and bacon grease on my griddle.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the secret.
You want to know another funny James story?
This is for me at home, though. This isn't for always.
Hit us with the James story.
He called me to figure out why his steak was overcooked whenever he reverse seared it. He's like, I did it up to temp on the Traeger, and then I threw it on the griddle and did it for six minutes on each side.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck.
Why the fuck do you put on the Traeger?
He made a waste of time. He made fucking shoe leather.
This is why we have power outages.
I bet you that fucker.
Because of fucking James.
Yeah. I bet you that fucker put ketchup on it afterwards, too.
You probably needed to.
Jesus.
There's also, he had a gay man fall in love with him.
Well, who hasn't?
And now they're in a poster inside of our bathroom at the warehouse.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a picture of this poster.
I can send it to you if you want to put it up.
Yeah.
On the final video. It's great because, so if y'all don't know, and I'll send this photo to you too, James looks like an egg. And I have a side-by-side comparison of this. So, and the gay man, while we're at a market, saw James put on our sun hat and grabbed the girl next to him and was like, oh my God, that man in that hat. And James always got upset because while we're at markets, people gravitate more towards one person than the other. So he was like, man, it's never fair. Da, 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 da. And finally someone fell in love with him. We were like, dude, you're never going to live this shit down. So, and the best part is this gay man, which totally fine if you're gay, not hating against y'all or anything like that. He makes fudge and roasts nuts for a living. So literally, he's a fudge packer and handles nuts all fucking day long.
The fucking jokes
could
write
not
themselves.
get any better. Also, he's bald. So I took a giant stack of eggs for the background of this photo, and then I got a heart with family in cursive on it, and then photoshopped Clint Romachet out of a photo with James, and photoshopped that bald man in and put it up as a poster in our bathroom. And the best thing is James lives in North Carolina, so it was in our bathroom for like 2 months until he came into fucking town. So everyone who comes over to our warehouse, they're like, I don't want to ask, but I have to ask, why is there 2 gay men in the bathroom?
We're an inclusive company.
Yeah, super inclusive. Yeah. Grow your ass off. GYOA is all about the LGBTQ.
There was a cigar shop, is a cigar shop in Virginia, owned by a veteran, and it's him and his really good friend helped him get it open. His really good friend's name is Bubba, and Bubba coaches football, high school football.
No,
and there was Bubba coaches Bubba apparently got really hot during a practice one time and did the whole like pulled his shirt up and like pulled it through the collar and like pulled it. Bubba's a large man, and he's sitting there in this thing, and Bubba's got a respectable B on him,
probably pushing C,
and so it was like wrapped around him, and he's standing there with his hands on his hips like this, and the football coach sunglasses staring off into the distance, and somebody got a picture of this fucking thing, and they had this thing blown up into poster size and put like that weird, like, do you remember the Obama election posters? That pop filter shit? It was that, but printed on canvas, and that's what hung behind the toilet in their fucking cigar shop. And it was great. People kept putting like different voice bubbles on it, and I asked like why they put it in there, and the response I got was because if you're in there for too long and it doesn't smell like shit, then we know what you were up to.
Shout out Creekside Cigar.
Yeah.
They carry all y'all stuff. They just started carrying our jerky.
Nice.
The other day. That was the first thing I went into their humidor, and I was just like, "Where's Warfighter?" I was like, "There he is." I was like, "Yes."
Nice.
Good dudes over there.
Yeah.
So what else man. So World War III started.
Yeah.
Not
so
my hopes are already up.
Interesting story about that.
Yeah. As a Jew, I'd like to hear your opinion.
My cousin was actually over there. And she just got out. I think she got out yesterday.
Oh shit!
Oh. But she got out on a unmarked, unregistered, planned flight. There's no documentation of her leaving, but she's in the Netherlands now, which is good, and they're working their way back to the States. But they were supposed to be there till Wednesday.
But they're just visiting.
Yeah, visiting family. She just got married. She got married over there.
She's from Mass.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what was
but she was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Well, I think
as
of the end of day yesterday, it was like 4,000 rockets had been fired. Sorry, am I too far away?
There we go.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
There was like 4,000 rockets that have been fired. Something like 700 plus Israelis killed, over 2,000 wounded.
Yeah.
There's over 100 kidnappings that have happened. Some of them are Americans.
Yeah. Well, they were just going through the streets popping dudes at first. Like when they first infiltrated in, right, after the rocket attack, and then they started hitting the streets, they were just driving around indiscriminately popping civilians.
And look, here's the deal. It's the rocket attacks aren't new.
No.
They just send these things randomly in, but it's it's how they penetrated the Iron Dome.
Well, that and
it's figuring that out.
It's just so many. For a lot of the listeners, when they talk about rocket attacks, we immediately in our head go to like MLRS systems or like these high tech
ICBMs,
like GPS guided, blah blah blah. No, these motherfuckers get something propped up on 2x4s and smack it with a hammer.
Yeah,
and it goes in the air, and they're like, "Allah Akbar!" And they think that they just killed 1,000 people.
It's like putting a bottle rocket in a PVC pipe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't even know if it actually made impact or not.
And like a lot of them, like they used to time delay fuse it where they'd stack it with ice and then put the rocket on there so that when the ice melted, it would drop and boom, and like that's how it fucking did. And that way, when counter battery would fire back, well, that motherfucker ain't been there, man. It's been melting on ice for the last fucking 2 hours or whatever, right? Like it's 140 degrees out. It's gonna melt quick, right? Like it's a time fuse.
I think the shittiest part about the internet in today's day and age, and AI in video games, is you don't even know what actual footage is coming out of there now.
Yeah.
There's so much shit. There's so many video games.
It could be deep faked.
There's so many video game footage that's released that looks very fucking close. And then there's shit from years ago. Like there's a rocket battery that's being shot over and the Iron Dome's taking it out. And this footage is from like 2006.
Yeah.
And there's major news channels that are picking it up and putting it out.
So I saw a couple videos that I want to talk about. One was a guy flying in with a paraglider.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Your time to shine, my friend.
I saw that.
I'm just thinking, like, you got some balls because every motherfucker with a rifle better be shooting that fucking.
But nobody shot it down. Nobody even knew that they were coming in across.
Yeah.
I saw an article that was about it. They couldn't detect them.
Another video I saw was the Israeli Navy shooting fucking shit out of the sea. There was because they were trying to attack through land, sea, and air, right? And so they shoot a boat that's an inflatable, and it's like hauling ass.
Yeah.
And they shoot this fucking inflatable, and it immediately deflates, and it just fucking tea kettles, you know, and it's fucking. There's some good video of it, but you know, like, so what was their reasoning for sending the rockets and this whole attack? What was their reason?
Well, it's the same reason they've always had.
They've been doing it for thousands of years.
Yeah.
But what's the reason, right?
The reason right now,
yeah,
is because they got financial backing from a large country.
Okay, but the reason wasn't
to the tune of about $9 billion.
6.
Yeah, but was it so the reason was we're able to do this now.
Yeah.
That was the only reason.
Is
right?
we're able and somebody else blessed off on it.
Okay, here's the fucked up thing is it's
that's how you can tell the difference between good versus evil, right? Good people won't just go attack a country without a reason. Evil people will just fucking like
they'll just do it to do it.
Indiscriminately kill civilians and do it for no good reason, right? So like all these people that are defending these assholes for doing this can go fuck themselves.
Well, if you're defending Hamas, which has been a terrorist organization since the fucking 80s.
It's a percentage of our Congress.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is also...
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
You opened it. Can we do the conspiracy theory now?
Yeah,
sure. Since you said Congress. Now, disclaimer on this whole thing. If you're the first time you're listening to one of these shows and you haven't found one of our other plethora of conspiracy theory holes that we've gone down on this show, we do conspiracy for fun around here. This is not hey, this is what I think is actually fucking happening. Yeah, we're not Alex
fucking Jones over here.
It's just a conspiracy theory.
The frogs aren't gay yet.
They're trying. I think they are.
It could be.
That quote sounded like a frog.
Right? So Iran is saying that they knew. So Iran back to this Hamas play.
Yep.
Okay. And Iran is saying they got the information from Russia.
Yep.
Well, where did Russia get the information from?
From a meeting in what the fuck's the name of that city?
Am I the only one that was watching that video of that paraglider or the paramotor just like waiting on him to drop something? I'm like, the fuck you doing flying around?
I was waiting
like,
for the dude up front to fucking just start
shit like
opening
that.
up with a machine gun.
Yeah, I'm like looking at the canopy like, all right, is there any holes popping up in it? Is he going to drop something? Like, give me something exciting here.
Yeah.
Okay, so where did Russia get the information from?
So I saw something that they had a meeting in Beirut before this happened.
Yeah. And now this is all conspiracy theory shit, okay?
Well, I think that meeting actually took
actually
place.
Did happen. But we're going to assume that Iran got it from...
It was the leaders of Hamas, Iranian representatives, and Russian representatives, from what I've got.
And Russia got the information on the Iron Dome from somewhere. Right? So a couple days before this rocket attempt happens, we remove the Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
For the first time in the history of the United States, we actually used the law from the 1780s to remove the Speaker of the House. He's the first one ever to lose his job through vote, not because shit changed over or whatever, but through vote. Actually, removed him. Speaker of the House was actually all about giving the money to the Ukraine to fight off Russia.
Yeah,
that guy is now gone, and we've ceased all money to the Ukraine. Now this thing pops off with Russian information that has happened, with money that's gone into a nation state that we stand with, no matter what. We stand with Israel. And every president said that we stand with the nation of Israel, right? Yep. Which, by the way, is not a 75-year-old nation. Stop that shit. If we're going to go with this, the Holy Land, and we're going to go on documentation, Israel has been Israel for a very long time.
Very.
It's more like 3,000 years.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
The political border.
David built a fucking temple there, or Solomon.
It goes back to the claim of King David. And actually, he's the one that said that Jerusalem was the capital and all that kind of stuff. Like, if you really want to get into the history of it, the current border shape may have been defined 75 years ago. But the state of Israel is quite a bit older.
Yeah.
So, first off, square that in your fucking head. So, but America stands with the nation state of Israel.
Yeah.
Is there going to be any problem funneling money to the nation state of Israel? And are we going to have a problem with that with an ally that's close that we helped form? And now all of a sudden there's no more money that's going to flow out to another country that we're kind of having some, let's say, optics issues with on how that money is being spent.
It's a good question.
So now all of a sudden it's super easy to get this money funneled to another country, but it's in a war that we can back because we're friends, but the information that's being attacked is on Russia. So that money stops going into that nation state, which is going to make it easy for Russia to push in there, but could then cause them to, if they take over Ukraine, all of their borders they're all NATO countries.
Yep. Yeah.
Just food for thought.
Food for thought.
What spice would you put on that food for thought, buddy? Is that
That's some basic B all day.
Yeah, I would go with basic B. It's just right. It's got a little bit of spicy, a little bit of sweet to it.
Well, and what's fucked up about this is they claim that it's over land disputes, right? That's like always been the fucking argument. Well, 65 or 75 years ago, they moved in and this was already our land, the Gaza Strip and blah, 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 and all this bullshit, right? And then, because you have the West Bank, which has been given control by Jordan. They gave Jordan control. But here's what they don't understand, is that Israel, on five separate occasions in the last fucking 20 years, has tried to give Palestine a state. Israel has.
Right.
Where they've been like, hey, we're willing to share this space. We'll draw new borders. We'll do all of this. Israel has came out five separate occasions. And I'm not talking within 6 months of each other. I'm talking like once in the 80s, a couple times in the 90s, 2010, as late as 2015, they fucking tried to actually do this, right? Or 2018, I think they tried again. And it's been a fucking straight up no every time.
Well, because it's all or nothing, man. You can't, when government states are based on religious zealotry, it's all or nothing. You don't get to compromise.
Yeah. And because Palestine has said time and time again, from like the Yasser Arafat days all the way through, that it's theirs. It's always going to be a no. Which will not work, and they will not recognize. They will not recognize Israel as a state.
What's hilarious is that Palestine likes to claim that through religious zealotry that it is theirs through the right of God, and it was formed by the Romans. Like Palestine that's an old Roman province. That's where the name came from. So, at best, you're old Italian property. Like you're,
I mean, historically accurate, 100%.
But that's what everybody's basing this on, right? Is it's all based on but
my point is that it's not a fucking land.
Ours.
It's not a land dispute.
No,
like this is a religious zealotry dispute. This is a religion versus religion
for the worst beachfront property ever,
right?
And it's how many times has Israel started an offensive out of the blue?
No,
right.
Like, I mean, and don't get me wrong, Israel has done some shit.
Well,
but they've always been provoked.
Well,
right? It's always been retaliatory.
And they've fucked with Iran. They've killed some fucking scientists and whatnot, which
that's true.
But not a let's just randomly go launch rockets into a civilian population type of thing.
And then go through the streets popping.
The Israelis are
just because
badasses though. I have so much respect for the Israelis.
Well, I've seen
they're hard fucking core.
They're going through taking females that were IDF and fucking kidnapping them and shit like that. And it's like,
well, there's been over 100 plus so far just since this offensive started.
Yeah, which is what, 2 days old now?
36 hours. Yeah. 36 hours.
Yeah.
As of end of day yesterday, there was over 100 that have been snatched up.
Yeah.
Well, they're claiming as kidnappings.
I don't know. We need to collectively as NATO and allies and everything, this is a fight that we need to actually have. I honestly think. I think we've entertained the bullshit long enough. I think it's time to fucking get involved. And
this comes down to
I'm all about. I'm pro World War III on this.
We know just how fucking hard we can go, and I think because we've gone hard before, I think we're almost afraid of what happens if we really just let the boys off the chain and just go like, "Hey, go handle this."
I feel like when you say we, you're talking about the civilian population of the United States.
No, I just mean the United States. Like
the government of the United States is all about let's fucking start a war. Like,
yeah, they want money.
It's the political thing.
And Halliburton and fucking all of those. Yeah, I'm really excited.
I'm not talking about suits. Looking at what the impact of a war would be, I'm talking about the actual. Like the dudes with all the shit on their collars that wear a uniform, they know just how awful we could be in a fight and how quick it could be. And honestly, we haven't flexed and solved problems like that since Desert Storm.
Yeah.
Because our era, look at how much hand tie happened in our era. I mean, like, how quick could that shit have been over if they really had just been like...
We had like 3 weeks.
Just go do it.
Dude, first Mardiv could have took Iraq in a fucking month.
Yeah.
In a month.
And that's... And you still had guys standing around going, go that way, I guess. I don't fucking know. Like,
well, yeah, we wouldn't have stopped till we were like in Iran. Like, still Iraq, right?
Because the hilarious thing is that shit, we cut Iraq in half with the threat of sending the Marines in on the border. Yep. And everything moved to the border, to the sea border, and then we just walked in and was like, you get nothing. You done? Like, this is how spooked you guys are fucking around.
Would this be any different?
This one?
Yeah.
The problem, again, it's another zealotry war, and that's the problem. Is that it's,
this is
for every one you kill, you make 2 more, and that's the biggest issue.
I don't know. This would be easier, I think, because like when we went into Iraq,
the false priest hadn't so much.
Yeah, I mean, like the bad guys, right?
Right.
Like in this one, you know who the bad guys are.
Well, this would be conventional warfare. This would be like country on country, like actual warfare. It wouldn't be war on an idea. It would be war on a country.
It would be more like OF1. Closer to that.
No, because we were.
Even then, man, that was still a war on a concept. The entire war on terrorism was like, we're just, like you said, we're just after bad guys. Yeah. It wasn't fuck Iraq. It was, hey, look, if you're in Iraq and you're not a bad guy, we don't have a problem with you.
Yeah.
Right.
The problem is, for every one dude you killed, you pissed off 3 of his cousins, and now you made 3 more. Yeah. Like, it wasn't, there was no.
That's the danger of beliefs.
Yeah.
Right there, right? That's the danger of beliefs.
It's better to have ideas.
It is. It is. Someone important said that once.
One time.
But, that's the danger of having beliefs, though, is people die for beliefs.
Yeah.
They're like, and they are firm in their conviction that, no, I'm doing the right thing. These are bad people because they believe something different than me. Whereas America, we have the moral high ground, whereas everybody's been melted together for a long time. So we're more tolerant of other people's beliefs.
Whereas
the rest of the world is
I'm with
not.
you on that one.
I think it comes down to like, it's clear cut who the bad people are in this.
Right? I agree.
Yeah.
So how do you win this? You go and you kill the bad people.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm tired of this fucking argument. I'm tired of the 2,000-year-old war. We've chosen our side. Let's go fucking do this. Let's get it over with for fucking once and for all and be like, you fuck around again and I'm fucking turning your entire countries into glass. I don't fucking care.
I think we're past that. It just needs to happen.
I don't think we're quite there yet.
I don't think it can.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever fight a war where it's just go kill them.
Yeah.
I don't think that kind of war will ever happen again.
But if somebody does it.
Yeah, the other side is who's
we'd be so good at it.
No.
We would be so good at it.
If a developed country. Exactly. But if a developed country would decide to do that,
we'd be so good.
It would only be a week. But you got to think, though, the people that are behind the decisions of what happens, when it happens, and how it happens.
Yeah.
Do they only want it to last a week?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Hey, you Sarek,
Yeah.
if you want to up those recruiting numbers, stop fucking around with bonuses and just declare war.
Yeah.
Like
You're
real
allotted
war.
this many
Like
head
real
counts.
war.
Yeah.
I want a dude in a wheelchair to come out and be like,
Get it on.
I'm back.
They
I
make
want the
some
president.
badass
I want the
all-terrain
president to
wheelchairs.
cosplay.
Could you
as a
imagine
dude in
the
a
cavalry being
wheelchair?
in wheelchairs?
I want his ass to roll out there
I don't think he
and
needs,
be like,
I don't think he needs to cosplay for
October
very long.
7th, 2023, a day that will live in infamy.
Yes. Yeah.
And then
Right?
and then just be like, all right, boys,
Killed him.
fucking send it. And be like,
Yeah.
fucking all of us show back up and be like, don't worry, I brought my own shit.
Yeah,
Like, it's fucking-
My shit's better than your shit.
Yeah.
It's cool. Which, to a point, I saw a video. All the weaponry that the
Saw that.
Palestinians are using, not AKs, man.
No.
They're all rocking M4s. Wonder where they got those.
Well, I'm sure.
Well,
I would like
now
to
that we have all
think-
those pretty SIGs, they had to go somewhere.
So now,
I would like to think though that like some Eastern country could spin up a manufacturing that makes ARs.
ARs aren't only made in the United
No.
States.
True.
I don't know, but
True.
I feel
Also
like they
not
got the
very-
hand-me-downs like the
they're
Marines
not
now.
very hard
Maybe.
to make.
They're not.
Like,
They're not hard
No.
to get.
Yeah.
bro, you can 3D print them now.
I don't think they're.
Allegedly.
It's not a legend. You're not supposed to, but you can.
That's not
Yeah.
mill grade.
It might
Good.
be better, dude. I don't know. Fucking.
I don't know.
All I know
I
is
saw
that
some of
the
those
ARs I
weapons.
own, when I shake them, don't go grrrr, like they don't make noise.
That
True.
just means they're reliable. Not,
That
so,
just
not so
means-
much on the accuracy part, but reliable.
It just means those are the ARs they use in movies. Because when they turn a corner and it makes noise, you know.
Like when everybody picks their
Yep.
rifle up to like the low ready, and it's just like, and I'm like, bro, you need to go visit your armor. That
Yeah.
shit's fucked.
That is a problem.
That's a standard thing in the old guard.
Yeah, you guys need, because you needed the noise, the slap noise. You had to have it.
All of our field stuff, yeah.
They're,
That's
they're,
bad.
they're shaving all the parts down. Just be like, it needs to rattle
It doesn't
more.
make enough noise.
Oh, thank you, buddy. For all my friends that have had hangovers. Yeah, go ahead. Just like, here, I'll help you out. There we go.
We are killing bottles today, boys.
Well, we got backups.
Yeah, fucking A. So I thought we were going to use the big one and just keep refilling it.
That
No,
is a
no.
big ass fucking bottle. You told me about that the other night. I didn't believe you until
It's
I saw
insane.
it. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking
So
big.
that bottle, that's a one and done bottle.
Yeah, that's what we decided.
Oh,
Like that's got to be
if it
one
ever
where we
gets
open it.
opened,
then it's just
Nobody's
not
going home
stop
till that
till
bitch
it's
is
done.
empty.
Yep.
I want to be there.
See,
for
I
that.
figured we'd use it and just keep refilling it.
I mean, we will.
4.5 liters of Jameson.
Yeah.
It's like the old days.
Yeah,
We should do
that's gonna be an old school show.
you know, like what do they call it when you mixed all the different sodas?
The
Suicide.
Suicide.
Oh.
We should do a Jameson suicide.
Today it would be called
Black
Unalive.
Barrel, all the fucking, you just dump it all in. And
Every time we just have a little bit of some Jameson left. It doesn't matter which Jameson it is. It just gets poured back in the bottle.
We
Yeah.
should do that. We should
Yeah, I'm
get
not
a
doing
carafe.
that with
That's
my
how
fucking
Jameson's
signature that's down to this.
Fuck
We
it,
just
pour it, dude.
we'll just get a decanter and just start.
there you go.
And it,
Yeah.
I'll take you to the Oak Barrel place on the wedding weekend. There's a
Yeah.
place at Ren Fair that sells oak barrels from this big all the way up to like half size kegs,
Yeah.
and that's what it's for.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one at the house.
They will literally tell you like, and they're all new white oak. They're all charred. There's just never been booze in them.
Yeah.
And their whole sales pitch is: you buy one of these, you buy cheap whiskey, and you pour it in it and wait a month.
Yeah.
And then because they're smaller, the surface area
Yep.
is increased so much that it'll just smooth out like whatever you stick in it.
The
So you
shit's
end up with
good.
a higher
Yep.
quality bourbon.
Yeah, you can put in
But
like
they'll-
fucking corn
And they'll
liquor in that
burn
bitch,
whatever
it'll
logo
taste
you
good.
want on the
Oh,
face of
that's
the
cool.
barrel and shit.
Oh, let's do that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a
have one
few
at
for the
home.
house.
I have a Marine Corps one.
Yeah,
at
these
home
are
that I
pretty
got as a
cool.
gift.
But the dude makes, and it's like real cooperage.
Does
He's like,
blood stripe.
No, just the EGA.
no, but everything comes out red. It's wild.
Yeah.
Matches his Jeep.
It's because he put the blood of his enemies in it.
Yes, that's what it is.
Smooths it out.
Hawaiian punch.
Juan punch. Dude, I've been fucking sneezing my face off.
Bless you.
So we.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
You
That's a good
scared Kira.
Yeah,
Jesus.
sorry, Kira. Fuck, it was a big one. That one came from my soul. Jesus.
So
Yeah.
thoughts?
Jerky?
The
jerky's
jerky's
great.
phenomenal.
So we what
Uh,
other ones did we have? We had the teriyaki,
We tried them all.
the mesquite.
Mesquite, Cajun.
Where's the teriyaki?
Oh, the carriage.
There's no teriyaki.
That's
the old batch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's
I
This
don't
is
want to
just
do
the
like
new batch.
basic flavors like that. Like my version of teriyakis are sweet and spicy.
Yeah.
Dude, like
Or that tropical
I think this
Cheyenne.
is my favorite because
That's really good.
I've never had anything like it before.
I think out of all of your new ones, I'm torn between the Cajun and Mesquite as being my two favorites.
They're
Big
very
fan.
similar texture.
They're big. I'm a big fan. I still
Yeah.
think my favorite one that you make, my favorite jerky that you make, is your basic salt and pepper.
Yeah, the salt and pepper one's solid.
It's so
Yeah.
fucking good, man. It's
You can't
like,
go wrong with it.
right, and you fucking nailed it. But my favorite thing about your jerky is the consistency of it because it's meat chips, because they're crunchy.
Well, that's
And
because
it's
we're
like-
using it from actual round. Like
Yeah.
we're actually slicing real meat. It's not just like compressed ground meat into the shape of a patty to make it look like it's sliced meat.
Right.
Yeah, I can't stand that stuff that's like. So there used to be a difference between jerky like this, where it's like thin sliced and it's dry and it's chewy, and then what they would call like steak bites, which are like the thicker, like chunks of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't stand when somebody gives me beef jerky and I open it up and it's like dehydrated stew meat. And I'm like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
It looks like the veggie burger out of the MRE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I want
had-
my
I
jerky to hurt my
I
fucking
had one of
jaw.
those. I had
Like-
one of those the other day, and it was turkey bites.
Well, see, that's where you fucked up.
And I
Traitor.
thought, I'm like, this is going to be so different. I don't know, and it was good.
Yeah.
They were like the meaty
I accidentally bought
nuggets, I guess.
turkey sausage links, like the microwavable ones. Like I thought I was buying patties or some
Yeah.
shit, and I ended up getting the links, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I tried them. They're fucking delicious. I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad at it at all.
I think I
actually. was
converted
like,
a
shit.
vegan over the weekend.
Attaboy.
I was pretty happy. I was pretty drunk. So,
So
Have
you,
you
made a
seen-
vegan go straight. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
How?
huh?
How?
Logic.
Well,
I literally went because they were sitting there and they're like, "Well, have you ever had the fuck is that burger?" Yeah, what?
Yeah.
No, I think that impossible. I think
The
that's
Impossible Whopper?
And I was like, okay, so let me get this straight.
I'm a goo man.
You don't use any animal products, right? And I was like, but your body is telling you that you need things that look and smell and have the texture and everything of meat. Yeah. And I was like, so you are actually deciding that regardless of what your body desires, you're going to deny it that supplement and then want to know why you're not getting the health benefits from your diet that you think you are.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you truly want to go that way, then you don't get the replacement. Like it's not how this works. You don't get to go like, well, I don't eat meat except for all of my food looks and tastes and smells like meat. Like you want meat. I was like, you're trendy changing your diet. You're not doing it for any reason which you have a logical backup for.
Yeah.
It's like lesbians with dildos.
Like,
Yeah. It's the same logic.
Yeah,
and I was
it
like,
really
so,
is.
and I
It's
was
like-
like, because that guy walking by with that fucking turkey leg right now, are you going to tell me that shit doesn't look delicious with that beautiful fucking
I love me a turkey leg.
glazed
Oh, it's
brown
great.
exterior and that
Fucking
fucking
love me a
tender
good
meat on the
turkey leg.
inside? And da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, or the
Somebody who
smell of the
hates
steak on
Thanksgiving
a stick.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hate Thanksgiving,
Good
not
pull.
Thanksgiving food.
No, because
No.
I will tell you right now, one of his favorite meals, because him and I agree on this, is stovetop stuffing.
Yeah.
It's-
And I was like, or you walk by that steak on a stick vendor with all that fucking smell just wafting off that grill and shit like that. That doesn't smell fucking delicious. They're like, well, yeah, but that's where they have the impossible stuff. And I was like, no, that's your body telling you that you need fucking complex proteins and your kale isn't fucking doing that. And I was like, tell you what, I'll pay for it if you'll eat it. And they're like, all right, we'll give it a shot. I bought them a steak on a stick. Made that vegan fucking eat beef.
That's right.
Fucking,
They probably shit their brains out after, and it's going to be amazing.
I don't give a
I
fuck.
saw a thing
Yeah.
today that scientists recently proved that plants look at us when we're close to them, that they interact to people when we get close to them, and they look at us. And like it was a meme, but it was like every vegan like, no, what do I gotta eat? It's like the whole thing is they don't eat anything with a face, right? It's like
Well, that used to be our
That-
counter. Like back whenever hashtags were a thing on Instagram, I would always like at least throw in like one vegan or vegetarian hashtag in all of our posts because then we'd get all this fucking hate comments and it just drives up engagement.
Right.
So I would just troll them back and be like, well, technically I'm eating the food that eats your food. So I'm helping you provide you with more food.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they're just like, the fuck?
Like I don't eat anything with a face. There's no face on my steak or my chicken.
Yeah, it's
all I
cut
know is
off.
that all beef is plant based.
It is.
Yeah. They eat plants.
All beef is plant based.
Which
Chickens,
I had
however,
beef
chickens
heart.
are fucking omnivores.
But
They'll
imagine
eat
if you ordered
anything.
a steak and
Same with pigs.
and they put the head down next to it.
I'd eat the fuck out of that steak. I don't give a fuck.
I would pet it. I'd be like, thanks, buddy.
Thanks, pal.
I'll say, no, I've had food in the Dominican. Like,
Right?
Yes, when we were in Nicaragua.
People say, you guys
the
went to
head was still there.
Nicaragua. Like,
Yeah.
that's a fucking, you get the whole damn thing.
That's Yep. I
And
mean,
it's fresh and delicious.
I don't know. Maybe I understand it in a sense. I know how good it tastes.
Well,
Well,
you
that
also know
is-
it from like the hunting aspect.
It's just
Yeah.
not based on sound logic.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, I feel like a lot of the people who are against it only look at it from like a grocery store perspective because they've only bought meat in a package and they have no idea like
Right.
the fucking circle of life is outside of watching The Lion King.
Well, yeah. Like I guarantee you that if you take a vegan or vegetarian and you put them out in the woods for a month,
shout out to last week.
right? They can eat
Fun.
whatever they want. They can have fucking chefs the whole fucking nine. But you put them in the woods and you have them watch how the rest of fucking the world actually works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is actual nature.
So yesterday I was here. I went outside for a second. I came back in. I'm like, Michelle, I just saw nature. She's like, what do you mean? Like there was this cute little bird about, I don't know, 2.5 inches long, right? On the sidewalk. And it looked like it was hurt. So I was going to go pick it up and see. But as soon as I went to get it, it flew like from the driveway here into the weeds. And immediately a cat pounced on that goddamn bird and ate it. I was like, all right.
That's like there's a video of this lady who she takes her sugar glider out to like the park.
I love that.
And she throws it up and it's
And that
glide
hawk
back and
came
the
and
hawk
it
goes in
fucking-
and just, whack, just meat missiles that motherfucker.
It's like, what do you fucking expect?
Have you seen the one? I don't know what
You
kind
just
of bird it
Uber
was.
Eats that fucking hawk.
Have you seen the video? It's some big bird. I don't remember what it was, but it picked up an infant.
Yeah, the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it took it like
It was an
100 yards.
albatross.
Yeah.
It was an owl.
No,
Was
it
it
was an owl or
an
some kind of a
albatross?
predatory bird. I can't remember.
It was a big one.
It was a hawk or an eagle or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I picked up that kid and was just like, oh, this is fine.
Owls are fucking huge.
How do
Yeah.
you react to that as a parent?
Well,
They didn't stop recording.
Yeah.
I don't think the parent was recording because the parent was in the video.
Dude, that's something that's been driving me nuts, man. And this video keeps recirculating around like my algorithms, and it's a group of moms, and you could tell they're fucking super liberal fucking moms, right? And they ask if they would kill for their child, and they're all like, no, 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 and I'm like,
I'd
Bro,
kill for somebody else's
you know,
child.
right? Like I'd kill for your kids, bro. Like I'd kill for fucking Like are you
Fuck.
kidding me? Fucking
You don't
twice.
even need to bring a kid into this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd fucking kill somebody.
Yeah, like
I have a couple in mind. Come on.
But the fact that there's so many people out there now who have that mentality that they're like, oh no, I wouldn't do that. Oh God, no. Fucking pearl clutching over the thought of defending yourself and your child.
That's crazy.
It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like,
Either-
bring that shit to my wife.
Maybe their kid sucks.
Oh, maybe. But even
but have you met him?
Yeah.
Like, have you really met the kid? Like,
Dude,
I'm
my kids
upset.
are dicks, but I'd still fucking murk a motherfucker.
I'd fight for your kids.
Fucking A.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like,
Kill for them though.
My kids are all old enough.
Like I'd do an overnighter.
If my
but,
kids are all old enough now, I would just hold somebody down and let them kill them.
right.
This is
We're
how
going to
you
do this
do
as a
it.
family,
Yeah.
damn it.
No,
This is
don't
bonding
cut there.
time.
Cut here. The bleeding slower.
Oh, you have to go up and down, not left and right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if
Go
anybody's
with the
shocked by
tracks.
that, look at our stance on fucking pedophiles.
Yeah.
And that's what
Yeah.
you got to ask those moms. Would you
Hey.
kill? Would you kill to defend your child? No. Okay.
Would you kill somebody that's raping your
Would you
child?
kill somebody that's raping your child? It's the same thing. You're defending your fucking child.
You're
Like, are
damn
you
right.
cool with? So you're
I
telling
think-
me.
I
So
think
you're
to-
essentially giving all the pedophiles out there like this is a non-lethal risk.
Not in Florida.
Like,
Shout
not in
out Florida.
yeah.
Passed that fucking bill this week. They passed a law that
What's up?
if you rape a child, you get the death penalty.
Oh,
Fucking
really?
way to go, DeSantis. Fucking, you're still kicking ass in Florida, man.
I will say though,
Like, that's all right.
on that owl taking the toddler, that's smart if that was a parent filming because then they turn it over to legal and like child services and be like, look, I swear, because like if I came into court and was like, "Yeah, Al took my fucking toddler and it disappeared," like,
right? They're gonna be like, "Okay,
Casey,
Anthony,
cool story, bro."
like, this is solid evidence. Sorry.
Have you
okay,
guys seen
Casey
that-
Anthony."
Have you guys seen that video of that chick that looked super liberal? So they asked her what her stance on pedophiles was, and they were like, "If we hang them off of trees right now, we'd have really cool Halloween decorations."
See,
Yes.
give that girl a voter registration card.
God damn.
Like, yeah, for real, man. I don't know, dude. I spent the morning, like my usual mornings, sending you videos and you videos and you videos. And like those memes and those videos about the guys who like send all of their friends way too many Instagram reels. That's me.
It's Mikey.
It's me. I send everybody, and it's because I'm retired.
I'm always scared whenever you send me one because it's not consistent.
No,
It'll just be a random
no.
day, and I'm like,
If
"Oh,
I
Mikey
send
sent me
It's not
one."
even consistent on the platform.
Yeah.
Like it's
Right.
Oh yeah. I'm
trust
all
me, you're
over
not the only one where it's inconsistent. It'll be like Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and you're like, bruh. Like
It's a long shit, okay? I'm on my third wipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, could be a wash bucket, could be a penis.
In the wash bucket.
still tastes like raspberries.
To date, that was one of the greatest nights ever.
Yes, I 100. Like, I hope January we can relive some of that.
Yes, yes. So Murph's coming out with me to RCBT in January.
Nice.
Because we're gonna throw James out of planes.
Yes,
More
Um,
importantly, Murph, where do I get that hat?
That's a cool hat.
grillyourassoff.com.
Mm-hmm.
I like that hat.
Oh, cool thing. It's actually fully printed on the inside too.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that. That's some
Did Staunch
fancy
do them?
What's that?
Who did the hat?
My
China.
designer's the one who designed it all,
Who
but
manufactured the hat?
China.
He'll tell you later.
Oh, okay. Well, because I think I recognize
China.
China.
Yeah.
I like that hat.
Yeah.
I do. That was a good hat.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no one here stateside that can fully produce a full branded hat for a reasonable price.
Yeah.
And that's part
No,
of the.
I've dealt with that issue like directly with those hat manufacturers, and it's a fucking nightmare. But
Can't
Oh, yeah. No,
I
yeah.
don't care that it's from China. Like,
No, and that's one of the things like with business is like a lot of people bitch and complain. They're like, "Oh, it's made in China," and it's like, "Well, find me someone here in America that can make it at a reasonable price that I can turn around and resell it to you. That you won't call me a fucking
This
price
is
gouging
made-
asshall."
This is
that's,
made in-
that's not a fucking
This is made in
heavy
New Braunfels.
Gildan.
Yeah.
You know
New
what I mean?
Braunfels?
Yeah, you want a
That's made in New
100%
Braunfels,
fucking
Texas.
cardboard T-shirt, or you
Yeah.
want something fucking nice and quality that'll last you 10 years and you'll actually enjoy. Not to go on a rant.
Right.
Huh.
So what else is new?
We just launched Basic B for the
yeah.
basic bitches for the holiday season.
One of the designers. In
And what is the
I don't give a
basic
fuck.
B?
It's a great hat.
It is a
Good.
pumpkin pie spice. So we basically took like our version of a pumpkin spice and then tweaked it some with 2 different styles of sugars and then dehydrated honey
And
to
what do
make
you,
it
what
taste
do you
more like
use,
a pie filling.
What do you use this on?
Anything and everything. You could use it on like a latte.
I
Like
was
if you're
thinking-
doing yogurt, desserts. I made a pumpkin pie dip with it. You could use it on
Oh,
your
yeah.
child, however you'd like.
Snorted off a boner.
Yeah.
Blew it into an asshole.
Do you know what dick tingers
Huh.
are?
About to.
So yeah, we did that. I brought some more salsa.
Oh yeah.
Thinking that y'all already killed it, but y'all were just waiting on chips. So I also brought
we just kept
chips.
forgetting chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So brought that. And then so we got our Recon Red, which is our version of like a mild salsa you would get at a traditional like Mexican restaurant. Nothing too hot, something the whole entire family can enjoy. And then I still think like Invader salsa.
Is this for
that
us
is-
to
big fan.
keep?
What's that?
Is this for us to keep?
Well, I opened that one. Give me that one.
Oh.
Take one of these unopened ones.
Yeah, Invader, I think is by far my favorite logo
I
that we've
espresso
done
machine's
with
about to
it
put in some
abducting a
That's just because there's cum.
cow's ass specifically. There's an accidental cum shot in it, and
Yeah.
we put the Space Force logo on his vest.
Accidental my ass.
No, it really was because we normally try and hide stuff into logos, and that one wasn't. That was just a
little bit of spurt.
little skeet. And then we
My
did
cum thumb was strong on that one.
Ranger's Reaper. It's a roasted Carolina Reaper salsa. So it's
So I had Jamaican beef patties the other night,
Mhm.
and normally I actually use your fireman.
Fire chief.
The fire chief hot sauce for it, right? It pairs really, really well with them, right? I went with the Reaper the other day. Fucking tits, right? And then it just so happened that night I had taco rice. And I was crushing the fucking Reaper salsa on that shit, man. It was so good.
It's one of those heat levels to where it's like, fuck, this is hot, but it's not too hot to where it makes you want to continue to eat it to try and control the heat level.
It's right on for me. That's what I like.
I fucking love it. I can eat a whole entire jar in a sitting.
Last night, I opened a jar of donkey balls, and it was the spiciest jar. This is probably my 5th jar of donkey balls.
Okay.
This was by far the spiciest.
Yeah.
I was like, holy fuck. Yeah.
Of the olives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I had forehead sweat.
Yeah.
But like, no, this is my 5th one.
Dude, the atomic dongs.
Oh,
I got one of those. Holy fuck. This jar I got right now that's open in my fridge. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Well, and I'll say, so actually keeping it in the fridge longer will increase the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the olives, we were putting actual like habanero peppers inside there. So like that's harder to control the heat level and keep it consistent. Because a pepper, I mean, you could have 2 different plants side by side. One's going to be hotter than the other. For the atomic dongs, we actually dehydrated habanero pepper. So that way we can keep the spice more consistent and even with it. But one thing that we did recently was you open up a jar of the atomic dongs, pour out a little bit of the dong juice, and then put in a pack of our spicy ranch.
Okay.
And let it sit overnight in the fridge. And then you have atomic spicy ranch dongs, which are delicious. And then I increased that. And then I seasoned some bacon with some infidel, wrapped the atomic dongs, and then grilled it. And it's like, fuck.
That one, you did the cheese wrapped.
Yes.
Dongs.
Yeah, fried cheese.
That looked
dongs.
real fucking good,
my
man.
God.
I would have, I was high as shit when I was watching that, and I was like,
I was high as shit when I came up with the idea.
Clearly, because when I saw you do it, I was like, this motherfucker's a genius. Like, he's got it figured out.
But also, like, just our regular donkey dongs, like, once you're done eating it, because I know you eat one of those and you count the pickles and the jalapenos.
I do. I did the first time. I did the first time, and they were fucking right on.
This is my puzzle.
They were even. They were even. I was curious.
You so afterwards, save the dong juice and then marinate your chicken in it before you bread it and fry it.
Yeah.
If you run out, I'll save you some dong juice.
Yeah, thanks.
I haven't done ball juice yet, but that would be interesting.
I got plenty of dong juice. Thanks.
Does it come out of your finger?
It's on my thumb.
That's a different style.
Here it is.
Somebody with a 3D printer
Just like
needs
this.
to make an attachment for his thumb now that fucking squirts.
Just dangly thumb dicks.
Also, while I was not on here, and y'all did call me out for being the one that would come up with the bacon lube.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I have 2 people I'm still talking to right now. We're trying to finalize a price on that, but that is my goal before the end of the year. We're going to do a limited run of like 100 bottles of bacon lube. The hardest thing is not creating a yeast infection with it.
It's
I'm being honest.
For anal use only.
Pretty much anal or external.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
I just want to give y'all a real world update.
What are you going to name it?
I don't know yet. I haven't really thought that far.
So who runs your
Freedom Lube?
I like it.
Who runs your quality control department?
Fucking looking at it.
Poor James.
No, that's
Poor James. Poor her.
No. Wait a minute.
This is a Zip Recruiter fucking ad.
I got it.
Looking for testers.
Yes. You have the most detailed description ever.
I got the name for the lube. A rock or something hard.
I like that.
A rock or something.
A rock or something lube.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Like an MRE heater.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's heating it up.
Yeah.
I mean, we could make a warming bacon lube.
I named one of your products.
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's coming soon, though.
Yeah.
We've just launched like a whole bunch of products. It'll come next year.
I hope
CUM.
CUM.
Yeah.
CUMING.
Yeah.
Next year. Yes.
Absolutely.
It'll be large and in charge, kind of like your Jameson bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Magnum sizes.
It was literally this. It was when I went to visit you at the warehouse.
Yeah.
When I was over at your office, and we were bullshitting, and I just made a dick joke, and he was like immediately wrote it down, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm fucking using that."
You're speaking of 90% of my products and how they come to life. Which, we had the 3 salsas done. And we were like, okay, we're going to do this one Recon. We're going to call this Ranger's Reaper. And we had no idea what to call the tomatillo salsa. It's like, we didn't want to call it like camo or like fucking one of the thoughts was like calling it like commando. And it's like, that's kind of like overdone, like whatever. And then as we're driving through Roswell, New Mexico, it was just like Invader. Like, because we were talking about fucking why does everyone get anal probed?
Yeah,
from aliens. Like, why is it anal probing?
They're super into buttholes.
Of all of it. Like,
yeah, they're super into buttholes.
Path of least resistance.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's like every time you go dog and knife hunting.
Yeah,
the dogs go straight for the butthole, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
Or is it like all the farmers in rural America just gay? They're just like begging them for in the ass. So the aliens finally get them. They're like, yeah, just fucking take me here. I've been waiting on this all my life.
Yeah. Well, they've been repressing their gay energies, you know. Because it's not a choice, right?
Holding it in. I was born with this, I swear.
You know, I learned something interesting recently. I was talking to a friend of mine. He's a comic. One of the dudes I was in the show with. His day job is he's an anesthesiologist.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah,
he was funny.
He was telling me, he's hilarious. And he was telling me that the gay accent is not real. Because when people come out of, like, if you're from New York and you come out of anesthesia, you sound like you're from New York. If you're from Boston, the same. If you're from Texas, you still say y'all, right?
So what do you sound like?
But when the effeminate gay dude accent, they come out, they're like, oh, what the fuck? Oh. And then they have to remember that they're gay, and they'd be like, oh my God. And he's like, that's bullshit. That's lying. Bullshit. He's like, you're fucking lying. And so apparently the gay accent's completely made up.
Every time Mikey comes out of anesthesia, he tells you that The Wire was filmed in his hometown.
That would be the greatest thing ever if you came out, Mikey, like you woke up and you're just like, oh my God.
Right.
They'd be like, whoa, wait a minute.
Wait, this straight accent is complete bullshit.
This guy's been putting on a straight front.
Oh, sorry.
So deep in the closet, I got to get fucking high as shit via morphine drip to fucking come gay. It's fucking. Ugh.
It's cool, dude. It's just a walk-in closet.
Hey, you know, Mike,
It's a walk.
we don't kink shame here.
Yeah, I know. I don't give a shit. You guys know I don't care what fucking whole people like. That doesn't bother me. But just be authentic. That's all I'm saying. Just have some authenticity in your life.
Yeah.
Man.
You could probably totally be gay and not like make a weird S noise.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
Be authentic. Stop being a fake straight dude.
Yeah. How dare I? How dare I be straight? First of all, why the fuck is this getting directed at me, man? I was just telling a story.
You're getting all defensive there, bud.
I know. Right?
Yeah, come on.
Hey, man.
I will say.
Nope. Wheels were turning. I was about to say some shit. Nah, not going to go there. Not going to do it. Nope. Justin's just got his fucking finger on the fucking record button, on the fucking capture button. Like, I'm going to clip it. I'm waiting for it. Fuck you.
So I got invited out to they do like a heroes walk at the elementary school up by me on 9/11. And my old next door neighbor's 5th grader invited me out there. So I'm standing out there. I'm in civilian clothes, and they had a whole bunch of people, you know, first responders and active duty, all standing out there. And Caleb was giving me crap about, you know, like, oh, hey, none of the kids are bringing you over or anything, stuff like that. And his wife's a school teacher. So she runs over, grabs a kid, and they come and like bring me like this little art that they made.
Right.
And so they hand it to me and then like take off and run away. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. I look at it real quick and it's just got, thank you for your sacrifice or whatever written in crayon. I'm like, here's a future Marine right here. And then I kind of just like, I have it by my side in my hand. No big deal. A few minutes later, I jump inside my truck to leave and I go to set it down on my center console and it's on the back side. And this kid drew a 100% like graphic image of both towers on fire collapsing on the backside. Like,
did you laugh?
Oh, I fucking was in tears the whole entire time driving back to the warehouse, and now it's hung up above our fulfillment table.
See, now what you need to do is you need to take that art because it's been gifted to you. And that's what you need to use for the double strength atomic dongs. Is you need to just use that fucking image.
Oh shit. Dude.
It'll be limited.
Just as delicious, but twice as spicy. Like just
there's only 2 dongs in the jar.
Yeah.
One's a little shorter.
You gotta have a little gherkin in there for building 7.
What's the deal with the Mexican cake where you find the little whatever? You know, the little man in the cake. It's like
he's talking about a king's cake.
Yeah.
So you just got to put a little miniature airplane in one of the dongs.
Go ahead, take a bite. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a 747. Oh.
Why does it say Flight 93? That's crazy.
You do a pickle chip with a portion taken out of it for the Pentagon.
There you go.
Just do it's 2 pickles and a 5-sided cucumber. Just
yeah,
be perfect.
I love how everyone here is like, oh yes, I love 9/11 jokes, but I don't want to take it too far.
No, it's like
it's been long enough. You're allowed. You're totally allowed to laugh at 9/11 at this point. It's 20 years.
I feel like if you were alive when it happened, you can tell jokes about it.
Yeah.
Well, it's been 22 years. I get to make the joke.
If it completely changed the course of your life,
then I get to make the joke.
You're allowed to fucking.
Yeah.
Do you think guys made jokes about Pearl Harbor?
100%.
Oh, I would think
100%.
Mm-hmm. What do you
My
think?
granddad told me a Pearl Harbor
I
joke.
guarantee they made jokes.
I don't remember the exact context, but I remember I laughed. And it was definitely a Pearl Harbor joke. And the first thing I thought of was Mandeville telling fucking 9/11 jokes to me.
I remember my grandfather did 31 years. He told me a joke that he went down to Pearl Harbor to pay his respects, and there's that ship there that has the outline of the airplane where it smacked, but it didn't penetrate, and it just like burnt its.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, you got to go see the Wile E. Coyote boat that's down there at the fucking.
See? That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking joke.
Yeah. It's a solid fucking joke.
I feel like if they were as like fucked as our generation is, they'd be like, oh yeah, I still hear them knocking all the time.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
So I just Googled Pearl Harbor jokes.
Do tell.
I'm going to apologize.
Do the first one.
I held the door open for an old Japanese man. He said, "Thank you." Right out the gate.
That's funny. That's funny.
With the way I see Asian people driving, it got me thinking. Pearl Harbor might not.
You can only be half offended. Shut up.
Pearl Harbor might have been an accident.
Oh no, we got the wrong bullets.
What did Roosevelt say after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor? I won't stand for this.
That's fucking funny.
Yes,
that's funny. That's great. Because that's a polio joke. That's fucking phenomenal. All right. That's.
Speaking of Asians driving, what's the most selfish thing you've ever seen?
Ooh.
For me, it's an Asian merging onto the highway.
Oh, that's just like, I'm going. Everyone else is going to die. Don't care.
I don't know.
You know what?
Think about
here in Texas.
one.
Here in Texas, it's not that bad. You see that most prominently in like LA.
Yeah.
Like LA Asians do not give a fuck, man. They're like, I hope everyone lives.
I'm going to merge at 35 and you can all be damned.
Yeah. I think it's just old people though. Like, I don't think their ethnicity really has anything to do with it. I think old people, because eventually you just stop giving a fuck. I mean, you should know this, man. Jesus. Like, you're definitely there.
Why do you think he's got that 450?
I did quit using my rear view mirrors. I have the camera now.
That's because you haven't.
I don't turn my neck
That's
around.
because your rear view mirrors are pulled too far out for you to use them.
Dude, those cameras are dangerous, though. You get so reliant on them.
Yeah, maybe.
I do.
Like the backup cameras?
Like all the cameras.
Yeah.
Because mine has a 360 now, so it's like if I'm curious if I'm going to hit something, I just like push a button. I'm like, oh shit, I got to flip.
Yeah. So you're saying that people rely on those cameras solely, and they don't actually look around? And see what's
fuck
going
yeah,
on?
you know people do.
Yeah,
people couldn't park to begin with, and then
Scott, what kind of rear bumper do you have in your truck?
So how long did you have that truck before the bumper got replaced?
6 hours.
Yeah, like 30 details.
I don't know anything about this. I need details, please.
So okay, when Scott bought the truck,
The day
I will tell you this: I have never seen that truck stock.
No, I backed into my old shop.
So you know those pillars that were on the old shop?
Yeah.
That have like the nice like
Cement blocks.
Stone all around the base of it.
There's ones that's newer stone.
Yeah.
There's one of them that has newer stone.
And has may or may not have a bunch of dicks
That
on the
stone,
ground.
that stone is exactly as old as the bumper on his truck.
You know, whenever the beeping increases.
So
It didn't get a chance.
I was parked next to a pole, like that the fucking billboard pole, right?
Uh-huh.
So as I'm backing up, it's beeping, but I thought it was my front end coming close to that pole. That's and my Dodge would have applied the brakes for me and not let me back into anything. The Ford says, "Fuck you, you can back into this."
Yeah, you can back into whatever.
Yeah. So, but I thought it was beeping because my front
Dodges have brakes.
was really
They
close
don't
to
use
that pole as I was backing in. So yeah.
They just flip the tow mirrors out and it slows them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the downfalls with my new Tundra is fucking. If I have a trailer hooked up to it, it knows because you can set a trailer profile in it.
Yeah.
But if I put my truck in reverse and try and back up, it automatically applies the brakes because it senses something behind it, even though it's in trailer mode.
Oh no.
Oh.
So there's another button
How did
outside
the
of trailer
Japanese
mode that I have
fuck that
to
up?
push to not automatically apply the brakes in reverse.
So my old Dodge used to apply the brakes, right?
Mhm.
Well, I had an inclined driveway. So I would go to back out of my driveway.
Oh yeah.
And if the shadow was just right, if the sun was just whatever, it would see that I'm backing into the ground and it would fucking slam on the brakes. I'm like,
Oh, it's aggressive.
it's aggressive. I'm like, fuck, I'm just trying to back out of my driveway, bitch.
Your neighbors are like, this autistic fuck right here.
Well,
He goes 3 feet and locks the brakes up. It's crazy.
I use your old joke,
Which one?
the drone joke, because mine has the 360 thing too.
Oh, I love it.
So I always just tell people.
Yeah, every time I put it in reverse, a drone pops up.
I have a drone.
Like, what?
People are just like,
Guarantee
will look.
they've looked.
Who,
Yeah.
who did you first tell that joke to?
Oh, I fucking got everybody on that.
I think it was Andrea.
I definitely got my sister on it.
Yeah.
so it's getting harder, but also better. One of our favorite things to do, like whenever we first got our driver's license, is roll up next to someone at a red light. And you wait until the light's about to turn green so you can take off as soon as you hit the, fucking punchline of the joke. But you roll down the window and you start freaking the fuck out. So they roll down their window and you're like, dude, your keys are in your car door. And they're like, wait, what? And you're like, no, your keys are in the fucking car door. And then they start reaching outside for their keys in their car door, but their keys are in their ignition because they're fucking driving.
Yeah.
And then you leave.
Yeah.
It's great.
Did you ever fuck with like lieutenants or like boots or anything? You ever like just pick on them? Like just because they don't know anything?
Of
It
course.
was one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Like I used to tell lieutenants that their ribbon was upside down all the time because they had like their one little fucking Firewatch ribbon.
Right.
I'd be like, hey, sir, your ribbon's upside down. They'd be like, oh, fuck. Oh. And I'd be like, nah.
Or tell them
you
their
stupid
rank's
idiot.
upside down.
Or that, I'm good with that.
We used,
Give
to,
that
do that
left-hand
shit. We used to
salute.
tell Boots to go get us all the keys for the Humvees.
Sure. That's a good one. Exhaust samples. It's a great one.
So-
Green squares.
So we got new 203 barrels
It's like,
one time.
I need 200 yards of shoreline. What?
Or the
got-
box of grid squares.
We got new 203 barrels one time.
Yeah.
And when you get a new 203 barrel, it has a yellow plastic thing put in the front of it.
Yeah. Like a little cap.
I convinced
I've never seen one because I'm a Marine.
right. You got our old barrels.
Yeah, we
What's
get the
this
old-
term new?
I convinced somebody that was a blank adapter for a 203.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a believable thing.
I fucking sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
203 blank adapter because it was yellow. That's the only reason.
That's a BFA.
Mm-hmm.
That's the BFA for the fucking.
Do you guys know how to protect yourselves against gamma rays and X-rays?
Tinfoil?
Don't bomb Pearl Harbor.
I appreciate that.
I convinced a dude in my bar. He couldn't have been but 19, but that's why that Japanese, all of their anime, everybody's got round eyes. The population has slanted eyes. Population all has slanted eyes. And I'm like, no, historically they all had round eyes, but then you drop the sun that close, they all just have a permanent fucking squint now.
And he believed you.
Yeah. Your kid's generation is fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not racism if it's stupid. All right. If it's just pure stupidity, it's not racist.
It's not racist. That's recreational.
It's recreation. Yeah.
Oh, I make fun of white people too.
It's not hard to
some
do.
of my
I
favorite
make fun
things.
of everybody. Yeah.
Dude, do you ever catch yourself doing white people shit and you're like, fuck?
Yeah.
Like
No.
For instance, like you see somebody in the store
out doing
and
white
somebody
people shit.
smiles you at the store and you give them the white guy smile. Just the fucking white guy smile. That's the worst. Every time I do it, I'm like, I just white guy smiled. Fuck. So we all fucking do it. It's so real. Just
Come on, man. We just spent 45 minutes of this hour and a half thing talking about barbecue seasoning, and we're making fun of white people shit.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
I just made them a spice too, so
Very true. Very true.
I did white people shit.
Yeah.
At least you named it correctly.
Well, I stopped at B instead of bitch because
so you can market it.
So you can sell it.
yeah. Like whenever we used to have our fucking smoked meat, not meth t-shirts, like Google got really offended by that meth.
Really?
Yeah.
You just need to you put in there, this is directed towards Mexican Americans, and then you should be fine.
Yep.
Well, I mean, like we did the better than crack spice
Yeah.
with the angry cops for his this old crack house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it was so funny because like everyone was buying gunpowder and better than crack spice, and literally in the description it says this is just gunpowder in a different label. Basement Jesus approves. And then like people would get it in the mail and they'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck? It's just gunpowder," and it says it on the label. And it's like, no shit, it says it in the description too.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how much more of a sign you need. Those are the white people in the world.
but thank you for your money.
Yes, thank you. Enjoy your 2 bottles of gunpowder.
Which, how can't you? I think I used that.
Just gunpowder?
Have you mixed it with Ma Douche yet?
Oh, yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I love gunpowder.
So I do gunpowder, a little bit of Ma Douce, and mango habanero briskets.
Yeah. Nice.
I like
Do that, but for the filling and
gunpowder
deviled
on
eggs.
everything.
The what?
Like just a
Do that, but for the
fucking
filling and deviled
burger.
eggs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's great.
speaking of fucking deviled eggs.
I fuck with that.
I
Do
saw
that mixture. Just talk gunpowder and Ma Douce, but do it for deviled eggs.
You know you can get crazy and use our donkey dongs inside of it too. Put a little bit of
Oh,
dog
instead of like
juice.
using a relish, use the
Mhm.
yeah.
Mm.
I haven't
Yeah,
tried
because
that
you
yet.
have the jalapeno inside there. And then the bread and butter makes it a little bit sweeter.
I need to order the whole fucking box. 'cause
Mexican street corn deviled eggs.
Oh yeah, I saw this
Yeah.
video. Looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, with tahini.
I shoot
and
your deviled
corn.
egg,
Like, oh
and
my
I'll
God.
up you one.
So we have a recipe in the queue. Probably it's going to happen next week, not this week, but we're going to do a small breakfast sausage and then make a deviled egged breakfast burger.
Nice.
With this.
I saw a video where somebody did that recently. It was like a deviled egg burger.
Yeah, so Chili Pepper Cooks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
saw
so
that.
he's a great guy. He actually did it with that, and then that popped in my head. I was like,
Matter of fact,
fuck, that would be phenomenal.
I think I saved that video.
Do some bacon. Oh, God. Why?
Yeah. That,
Like, what goes through people? Like, no.
That doesn't
what the
sound good.
fuck, man?
Yeah.
Jello shot deviled eggs? Come on.
No.
Hold on,
It can't be that bad.
I can make it better.
It can't be that good.
Yeah. What would be great is if you actually did like Jello for the egg white, so no one knows it's all just Jello.
There you go.
No, I ain't about that.
I'm not about that.
Yeah, dude, I have a whole ass like save. I like it's just called food. It's just food videos that I save on Instagram.
Oh no. Jazz has a different camera roll than you do. He's got clam chowder used to fill a Boston cream donut.
I mean, that is the most Boston donut ever right there.
Nope.
Holy shit.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
You know, you and I are not the only two massholes in the room right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. This young lady off camera. She's got some roots in Massachusetts. She was telling me about.
Oh.
Do you know the cult? I know you know what cult I'm talking about.
The cult.
The cult in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Children of, what is it? Community of Jesus. Yeah. It's her family.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
She told me that shit. I was like, oh, I do know them. I was like, everybody knows them. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so we were having a conversation on the way here. What is the Korean version of a rodeo that we have in America?
The Korean version?
Yeah, like what do Koreans do for rodeos?
But you'd have to ask the Korean, probably.
Well, she had no idea.
They probably don't have rodeos.
God, I want to make a dog eating joke. Fuck. God damn it. It's fucking.
But like, what do they do? Like, what's their hobbies in Korea?
Well, it depends if you're in the north or south.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Well, I mean, yeah, north you're fucked.
In the north, you wear a lot of gray and like, you know.
Well, South Korea.
Depends. Are they barbers? Are they giving haircuts?
That's like all there was in DC on Fort Myer.
So what does South Koreans do for fun? They sell knockoff clothing? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
hey, Jimmy made a good suit.
let me ask my friend Google.
Hey, I think it's kind of fucked that no beef jerky got passed down to me.
Would you like some? We have a lot.
Yeah.
What, short on it? Like,
Yeah.
What are you running low, motherfucker? It's like, no, but I'm hungry.
Yeah.
You want to get into some of these salsas?
So Google says that they often escape the bustling city life by visiting the countryside or campgrounds with their families.
So it sounds like a rodeo would be perfect for them.
Right? And then they do a lot of karaoke.
how about we go ahead and cut the episode and we try to solve it?
No. We're gonna chew into mics.
Yeah. Tell you what, everybody, if you don't want to listen to us chew and you want to hear the rest of it, you can leave now. That's fine. But for the next fucking 5-10 minutes, we're going to be eating chips. Just heads up. Full disclosure, you've been warned. Does that work, Justin? Hey, fucking I.
Well, that we're at probably an hour and a half now. But
okay, so I just Googled fun things to do in South Korea, and then TripAdvisor came up with fun activities and games in South Korea. Number 1 is Olympic Park. Number 2 is Seoul Forest. Number 3 is Jamsil Baseball Stadium. Number 4 is Real Escape Challenge. I don't know.
That sounds like Japanese game shows.
I think that might be a tunnel that leads into North Korea.
No.
Good luck.
No, that sounds like a North Korean game.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. That's why it's number 4 on the South Korean list.
That is awesome, though.
So, Murph, the last time we seen each other was what, 3 weeks ago? Maybe?
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah. And we got shit faced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good time. I remember that. I don't remember all of that night. I remember at one point of that night, somebody was helping me up off the ground. I think,
it was a good night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember that? Because I don't know what happened.
No.
Where were you at?
We must have left before you were on the
It
ground.
must have been. 'Cause I think Michelle tried to sit on my lap. She was just as fucked up as I was.
Where were you guys at?
No. Where were we?
Well, we were at Jack's.
The thing downtown.
The music video premiere.
Yeah. And I Ubered down there. So it was kind of like I gave myself the green light to get all fucked up. And I did. And I don't remember getting home. I don't remember. I remember a lot of that night.
Did you have your wallet when you woke up?
I did.
Oh, that's good.
And Mr. Romachet was there. And
Yeah.
we had a good time with him.
Yeah, and he did his normal Irish goodbye.
Yeah. Well,
He does that.
He might have told me goodbye. I wouldn't have known.
Well, I mean, you were already going hard whenever we showed up,
We're good.
Yeah.
and that was early still.
Yeah, it was very early.
Yeah. And you had already been drinking before that.
Yes. So yeah, we did a good one that night, but it was fun.
Yeah, no, I don't remember you being on the ground
Okay, good.
whenever I left.
Good, because
There's no fucking way I'm putting
I
that
don't
like that.
remember.
I know there were some other people there that could barely stand, and I was having a
Steiner.
great time laughing at them.
Who was that? Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
good, because
Yeah, yeah.
I thought they were sober and I was not. So
Did anybody buy into the
No, y'all were on the
$1.6
same level.
billion
perfect. Then I don't.
Powerball tonight?
what up?
Did anybody buy into the $1.6
I
billion
did.
Powerball?
Yeah, I got.
I
got a ticket.
bought tickets literally 4 minutes before the podcast.
How many did you buy?
5.
So if you win, are we ever going to see you again, or are we all disappearing?
No, well, I mean, you'll probably see me again.
There'll be signs.
There will be signs.
Yes.
There will be signs.
I just want to know, like, if I have like my early retirement plan, or if it's just going to be like,
No,
well, I had this.
I have an
once.
idea. I have an idea.
Dude, if I make 1.6,
I have an idea.
everyone's going to benefit. I can promise that.
But now the shit that you're gonna have to do for that money.
I got this. 1.5 billion. Sorry, I misspoke there.
Yeah.
It was off. It was big zero.
Yeah.
What we do is we merge all the companies. We hire one CEO that's very competent, and then we fuck off and do whatever we want for the rest of our life.
I'm
mean,
100%. Can we finally
this
do
deal
the
right
curling
fucking
team?
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's all I
Dude,
want.
are you kidding me?
It'll be
buy a
Olympic
fucking
level.
Yeah, we're gonna buy a curling fucking center.
Yeah.
No. We already talked about this. We're gonna take over a country. Then we're gonna create a curling team for said country
Oh,
and
I
participate
like
in
it.
the Olympics.
No. I got one up on this. So our significant others
Yeah.
are going to be a curling team for the other country, and we're going to compete against our significant others.
What country would be taking over?
Fucking pick one.
No, there's islands in international waters that you can just buy.
No, I want to take over a country.
Yeah.
We want to
Like,
do
how
the
fun would it
force.
be to have Fox News be like, so
I heard Israel needs some help.
this group of idiots just took over this country?
What if they just gave
And-
us the West Bank? We go over
Like-
there, we win the war for them, they give us the
But
West
no,
Bank.
like, would we fall under any laws?
Just the ones we make up, my friend.
But that's what I mean. Like, oh, well, these 4 people took over this country. So it's not like another country infringed on this country. You know what I mean? Like,
and by takeover, we could. I mean,
Like, we're not going to be dicks about it.
No.
We're just going to be like, hey, guys, we're in charge now.
Look,
All right?
there's
Yeah.
countries in Africa
guys
that
will be fine.
$1.6 billion is like 5 years of their GDP.
Your,
Like, you can just,
I know, right?
Your Royal Highness, would you just retire?
Yeah.
Like,
But that's it's not like it's a military takeover. Like, we literally just walk in and like,
what if I got
Hey,
it?
dude, we're
I got it.
going to run
I
shit.
got it.
yeah, you're
this.
out.
Because I think we'll get bored running a country after like 4 years. Let's just lease a country for 4 years.
Or we could just do like we did
That
with
way,
the,
if we get tired, you can just
we did with the companies. Like, once we get tired of it, then we
give the gat to the king. You
Yeah,
know,
we
here you
put
go,
up,
buddy.
okay, now we're a democratic republic. Here's your president. That'd be fun.
I'm okay with all that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Be a good time. Which one did you go for? Reaper?
Yep.
Let's go kick to
To
it.
start at the top.
It's
How do
fucking
you-
Yeah, I was about
how
to
do you-
say.
so good.
How do you start at the top?
Well, I've had them all.
Well, I haven't tried.
I got them all at the
Yeah,
house.
definitely don't start with that. Start with the
No, you
Recon.
got to mild and work your way up.
Yeah.
That way you can taste it all.
Oh yeah. That's what I will say. Just because y'all's listeners are awesome. It's not out yet, but here coming in the next 2 weeks, we do have a brine coming out for the holiday season.
Oh,
Nice.
It's a garlic and herb. It's phenomenal. It's called Battleship Brine because we thought we'd do something for your branch, the Navy.
I'll kick you in your fucking chest.
And for everyone listening, it's really cool. It's like a caricature of the donkey like driving a battleship and shooting a turkey out of the gun.
Oh, that's fun.
And then like we got done with that, and it's like, all right, like this is the Navy. What is about the Navy? Bunch of seamen. So the water, like the white ripples in the water, are semen.
Nice.
So that's our little
Big fan.
Easter
Nice.
egg inside of it.
Nicely
So.
done.
And there is a
So
brine
you
bag
lost
inside
him
of
at
it.
Navy, you won him back at Seaman.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Well, hey,
I appreciate a good dick joke, man. This is what it is. I'm on this show for Christ's sake. The show is just an hour and a half long dick joke.
So
I like
anybody else?
I like this one.
Well, if we're doing it on this show, we better get to doing it.
I love you, buddy, but there's no fucking.
Give me the mild
hot sauce.
Give
Right?
me the mild first.
The mild?
The mild and the tomatillo aren't bad.
I got to start out with
That's your mild.
I'll take it home. They're open now. It's not like you can sell them.
See, I was at least backing off, man. If you're gonna go in order, I'd go with that one first, then this one. And
It's got a good smoky flavor.
It's delicious. You're right though. It's like restaurant style chips and salsa type of regular very basic salsa.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Just the whole family can sit down and enjoy.
That one's probably my favorite, flavor wise.
Yeah, it's just phenomenal. Spice isn't too hot.
I definitely get a green pepper type of flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Like green pepper.
Well, not like
spice green.
Not like super.
Not a red pepper flavor.
Well,
It's
not
a
like
green pepper.
super spicy flavor. All right, give me the good one.
Let me get
That's
that
my favorite.
tomatillo. Can I grab some chips too? You want to feed me?
No, just use your finger.
Here comes the airplane. 9/11.
So that one's definitely got some heat, but it's not
so good though.
I feel the forehead sweat,
I can see it kicking in.
but
Tomatillo is really
it doesn't taste super spicy.
Which
Right.
one's the spicy one? Give me the
This
spicy one.
It's good.
I need the spicy one.
And that was my goal because some of the spicy stuff, it's just fuck you spicy and you
If
don't want to have it.
Yeah,
in.
if you can't eat it, Jim and I went to. Jim likes really spicy wings.
Mhm.
We went to Hooters. They have a ghost pepper wing now.
Did he eat the fucking tails off the fucking
Every time.
shrimp again?
Every
What a
time.
Psychopath. Remember that
Yeah.
shit?
Every time he
What
does
the
it.
fuck?
Crazy.
He eats
So-
the tails.
So we went and we had he ordered the ghost pepper wings, and they were so hot that he couldn't even finish it. I had one, and I'm like, holy fuck, it's just terrible.
Yeah.
Too
it
bad.
ruins your day.
It ruins your day.
Yeah.
I can
That's
still
good.
taste the spice. That is really good.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big fan.
Did you have
Yeah.
the Reaper
Oh,
yet?
I like it. It's really good.
Good.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yep.
Yeah, very good.
So
Sweet.
Jazz's tum tum is not going to handle that shit.
No.
You guys can't tell. Jazz is a little under the weather today. He's pulling through like a trooper, though.
He's hanging.
Yeah.
He's hanging hard. he's hanging heavy, that one. But he's pulling together.
I don't think I've seen Jazz like this late in the afternoon.
No, this is I'm impressed, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, Jazz, tell him about your weekend.
I'm really looking forward to your wedding.
I didn't know you were pre-gaming. I might have to go down before your wedding.
So it was opening weekend at Ren Fair this weekend.
Ah.
Yeah, so we went down actually for some recon effort because they've changed the way the campground works. So campground has this thing called clans, and they're allowed to with a C, not a K.
Who's the clan that's next to you?
Planned Piratehood.
I love
Planned
it.
Piratehood.
Jazz like, so we're camping. These are going to be the guys
What's
next
your
door. I'm like,
clan
I'm
name?
so in.
So to have a clan, you have to buy a season pass. And so you buy the season pass, and you're allowed to claim a certain amount of territory, and you can leave your structures out permanently. So most of the people that buy them, like at least one of the members will own an RV, and they'll drop it, and then they put all the stakes in, and you can rope off, and that's just your dedicated campground for the season of Ren Fair. Well, up to this, it's all been restricted to these certain campgrounds. For insurance purposes, TRF, the Texas Renaissance Festival, has no longer recognizes officially that there are clans. Because now the clans can rent camping area, in which case you were allowed to put semi-permanent structures and all of this stuff. So it's a loophole. Essentially, they were like, we don't recognize them, but you can rent them, and then you just own that campground. But now you can do whatever the fuck you want on these campgrounds, and if something weird goes down, you can't blame TRF that you were in one of these campgrounds.
So they're getting rid of their own liability.
But yeah, they're getting rid of the fair's liability on this stuff is gone.
Sure. Smart.
Well, that
on
also
their part.
means that people have been able to claim territory in campgrounds that otherwise used to just be first come, first served. So we went this weekend to make sure for the amount of people that are going with us to the wedding,
right,
that we were going to be able to camp out in the campground that we like, because there's a section that we like to camp in that's close enough to the party but farther enough away that when you want to go to sleep, you're not like right next to the rave that's going on. So you can go to sleep if you want to. So we went to opening weekend and we made some new friends. And
with Planned Parenthood.
So Planned Parenthood, they're cool people. They had a full bar and stuff like in their campground. But like we made friends with the guy that runs all of the booze for the entire 90-acre park, like all of the hard liquor, who owns Pioneer Bar in New Braunfels. So if you really want to go to a really good bar, go to Pioneer and help Judge out. But they were very friendly.
Yeah.
And like one of their bars no longer has Blanton's in it. And then my wife was drinking free Pappy. It wasn't bad.
That other clan you showed me from that Facebook group.
Oh, so that's Clan SOB, which stands for Swing On By. And they have 3 free.
Their sigil is an upside down pineapple.
Yeah, they have 3 freestanding stripper poles in their main tent.
It's an upside down pineapple mango.
Well, so they have the equivalent to a temper tent up, and there's 3 freestanding stripper poles in it that people can just go jump on and go for it.
My time to shine. I've been trained.
Yep.
Your fucking fault.
Yep. And then there's Castaways
Went
that
through
we
a pole
stopped by.
dancing class because Jazz made me.
Is there videos?
It was great.
There's lots of pictures.
How did he make you?
Yeah.
He was the fucking creative director, and I was his chosen model.
Yeah. I'm very persuasive.
Where is this video?
No videos. There's plenty of
there's
pictures.
plenty of photography.
Where are these pictures?
Facebook. It's out there.
What?
Oh, yeah. I'm in Silkies.
Oh,
Any chance I could to get fucking Mikey to take I got Mikey to take his pants off so much that Haley didn't talk to me for like the first year I was friends with Mike.
Like I would show up there and Jazz would be like, all right, you put this on, Mikey, take your pants off, you take this on, da, 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 da. And I was just like, what the fuck? He'd literally throw me a shirt and go, put this on, take your pants off. He's like, I know you're wearing Silkies.
But you kept coming.
Yeah. Haley didn't talk to me for like the first year and a half I was friends with you. Haley just didn't speak to me. Like
well, you guys also all thought she was a myth.
Yeah, for the first 6 months.
We did until he's better.
Yeah.
I still haven't met her. She's still a myth to me.
It was the most gangster
But now
thing
she's
ever.
my wife's best friend. It's like the weirdest shit in the world.
Yeah. Literally the maid of honor at his wedding this month is my wife.
Yeah. But so like Caitlin got her first Pappy experience this month. This trip.
Was she equally unimpressed as the rest of us?
Yeah. She was all like, I'd cook with it. And I was like, there's everything. There you go, internet.
You would have fucking dude.
Yeah.
They just exploded out of their fucking dicks. like all those whiskey assholes.
So and yeah, it was a weekend. I was there for we got there Friday and I started drinking Friday.
Attaboy.
And it was a weekend. But they didn't hold back record attendance and stuff like that. So it was pretty impressive. But it's going to be a good time. I reached out to, so I'm a member of the Call of Booty Gentlemen's Cigar Club. We have a challenge coin and everything that we carry. And we told them about the wedding and they were like, when's the party? And I was like, probably the Friday night before. And they're like, we're moving the whole thing down to your place. So yeah, it's going to be a weekend. Murph, you're welcome to join us if you want to.
It sounds like a good time. What day of the week is it?
The wedding's on a Saturday. The party will be Friday night. We're going Thursday to claim the campground. So Thursday will be the inner circle party. Friday will be the la-di-da-di everybody party. The wedding is Saturday. So it's the wedding. 30 minutes later is the feast. And then after that, it's just the party continues until fair closes. And then it's back to the campgrounds for more party. And then Sundays, sleep in, eat, do the fair, and then Monday's the pack out and breakdown and stuff. So yeah, so it's a far less formal, far more debauchery.
Yeah.
It's fitting.
I got a new accessory for the wedding.
Did you?
I did. I figured out my boot solution for my boots.
Dude boots?
Dude,
did you get the Crocs?
I didn't get the Crocs,
Oh.
but I got things that go over my boots that
Called
make them look.
They're called spats.
Well, it's a gator.
Yeah.
It's a gator.
I thought you just get the Hey Dude boots.
Thought about it.
I taught you how to raw dog a dude the correct way.
You did. You taught me how to raw dog dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because I asked him, I was like,
sounds
dude,
pretty easy to me.
do you feel
Yeah,
weird when
right.
you raw dog dudes? And he was like, no. You should use the right kind of protection. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking about going barefoot in the Hey Dudes. It's raw
They're
dogging
fine with
dudes.
the cork insoles.
He was telling me, give him your secret.
So you take the insole out and then you take your sock and you slide it over the insole inside out.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put it back, the insole back in.
Okay.
Now you got a fucking sock.
Have you
on
done it with
sole.
the Hey Dudes that have the cork insoles?
Yeah. So I have the knockoff Hey Dudes because I'm not going to pay the money for the Hey Dudes.
You're going to pay $40.
They're like $40.
Yeah. They're like 15 on Amazon
And
for
when
the
they're
knockoff.
when they're fucking half off, you literally get them for $20, man. They're Hey Dudes.
Yeah.
You get a fucking DSW and buy Hey Dudes. So like,
Yeah. I just buy the knockoff ones. So that's what I do. They have the cork insoles, but
yeah,
I still
the cork's
do.
the way to go.
I still slide the sock over.
But
And you're
yeah,
good to
the
go.
wedding's closed and should be wild. If you want to join us, you can fucking
I'm down.
it's
As long as I'm in town.
north of Houston.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's where my parents live, like 10 minutes away from there.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
So
I guarantee you there's more than enough places to sleep.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, because like all these guys have like yurts and crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just sleeping in my van. Me and the wife are just
Down by the
fucking
river.
pulling up the fucking minivan.
yeah, you were telling me about the fucking rig you bought for fucking
Yeah.
I gotta
the
set up.
campground. It's impressive.
I got to set up.
Yeah, it'll be.
So-
It'll,
Well,
be a good
it'll
time.
turn into my elk hunting camp.
That yeah. No, that's
So it's a multi-purpose
Yeah,
purchase.
makes sense.
But you know, your trial run is going to be.
Well,
not fair.
that's what I mean. I got to
Yeah.
figure it out now before I go spend. some
Sure.
time. Yeah.
I was doing the math on it though, because if you're still cool for us to borrow the generators, Forrest is bringing his 6,000 watt one. So between like you and him, and
We can light
You'll
it.
have plenty of generators.
I'm like, fuck, power the sun.
I think mine's like in fucking 9,500 or some shit.
yeah, we're gonna be good.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
but
Remember
yeah,
when you were
it-
trying to sell me your big blue one?
Yeah.
I should have took you up on that
Yeah.
offer.
It's still
It's still available.
how much is it?
Yeah.
We might talk.
You might have it sold.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I was literally gonna go buy one. So
Oh,
I'd
shit.
rather give you
Don't
the
do
money
that,
than
yeah.
fucking give somebody else.
I'll give you a hell of a deal too.
Just got bought out from under me. See that?
Yeah.
First he calls me a poor.
No. I'm going to
Then
turn.
nobody called
you a poor but you, buddy.
Sirs, I will turn this into a bid. I will turn
I
this
went
into
back
a
and
bidding
looked at
war.
that footage, and the only person that called you a poor was you.
You didn't out and out say it.
I think we're going on like 3 hours.
Your eyes definitely
we
said
should
it.
probably we should probably wrap this podcast.
Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. You can use that code FreedomFriends50
All the
or
codes are down
FTFO or fucking.
I'm just gonna raise my glass.
Fuck it. Yeah.
raise
Go
them up.
fucking do the things.
Thanks for being my freedom friend. Murph, thanks for coming through. Jazz, we
Thank
can
you
do this
guys. It's always a great time coming with y'all.
Thanks for coming through, buddy. Always a pleasure. Like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons, do other things. Tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Take fucking mom's friends. Stupid bitches need to know. You know what? If you hung out with us this long, you don't care if I'm insulting you. You don't care.
Or your mom.
Or your mom, yeah. You probably insult your mom. You have no self-respect because you listen to this show this
She's
long.
a dirty
Oh,
whore.
shit. My wife Snapchatted me. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Do we have to hold on?
Oh, it's just my fucking dog.
Oh.
I got so excited, and it was
Freya
just my
looks
dog.
good. She's looking good.
She looks. She's fucking exhausted. She spent because we boarded her while we were.
So she spent the weekend fucking partying.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my wife just said my dog passed the fuck out on the floor.
3 little things. Pretty easy to do. Not hard at all. Jazz, hit him with the first one.
Smoke on.
Your favorite?
Ooh, drink on.
And God damn it, kids. Freedom to fuck on. Later.